Good morning, everybody. Alex here. You know what time it is. It's time for some coffee and some baseball cards. So, you know how much I like to bring Jackie Robinson out and onto the camera. There's a reason. It's because I got a new Bowman color. Here he is. A short print from the set, number 145, George Shuba of the Brooklyn Dodgers in an excellent mint 6. You can see it's pretty decently centered. Registration is pretty darn close, if not spot on. Very tricky to find a card with good registration for this one. You can see a few Dodgers back behind them here, getting ready for the game. I really love the away uniform for the Brooklyn Dodgers, the blue and the gray, going really nicely with the military green of the Polo Grounds. All the National League photos for this set, with the exception of the spring training photos, were taken at the Polo Grounds in New York. So here's the back. George Shuba's nickname was Shotgun because apparently he was quite adept at spraying the ball all over the field and hitting line drives with a compact swing. He played 7 seasons with Brooklyn, played in 3 World Series, and of course one of those was the World Championship that they won in 1955. He was the first National League player to hit a pinch hit home run in a World Series game. So why did I bring out Jackie Robinson besides the fact that they're both Brooklyn Dodgers? Well, George Shuba is actually famous for a handshake. Jackie Robinson, as many of you guys know, was recruited to play on the Montreal Royals, a Dodger farm team. And April 18th, 1946 was his very first game. Everybody was paying attention to this because they could put 2 and 2 together and see that Robinson was getting groomed to make his way up to the Brooklyn Dodgers to become the first African American player in the major leagues. So there was a lot of scrutiny, of course, as to how this was going to turn out, how he was going to be as a player, and how everybody else was going to react to his presence in the game. So during the course of the game, Jackie Robinson hit a 3-run home run and on his way into home plate, Shuba was the one to greet him and stuck out his hand, shook his hand at the plate. Fortunately for everybody, there were a ton of photographers there, and somebody from the Associated Press snapped the moment when Shuba shook his hand, and that photograph became known as a handshake for the century. For Shuba, it was kind of a moment in passing. It's the kind of thing that you do when you're in the middle of a game and your teammate does something great. You're going to shake his hand. You know, nowadays you're going to give him a high five. But for everybody else who was observing what was going on in the game, it became a very symbolic gesture. In a sense, it was letting everybody know, hey, this whole thing is going to work out, and it's for the best, and it's the right thing to do. And Shuba was a symbolic part of that. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at that, and how sometimes players who we might overlook can be contributors to really momentous events in the history of baseball, but also just in American history. Appreciate all of your comments and your contributions to the conversation. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a great day.